Imagine a world where good and bad aren't fixed categories, but fuzzy shapes that morph depending on who you ask and where you stand. That's the core idea of moral relativism, a philosophical concept that can be as confusing as it is intriguing. So, what exactly is it? In simple terms, moral relativism says that there are no absolute truths about right and wrong. What's considered moral in one culture might be totally unacceptable in another. Think of it like wearing flip-flops to school. Cool in California, a fashion faux pas in London. But hold on, before you start breaking all the rules, there are different flavors of moral relativism. Descriptive relativism. This is just observing that different cultures have different moral beliefs. It's like saying, hey, people in Japan think slurping noodles is polite, while in France, it's rude. It's just stating a fact, not necessarily saying one is better than the other. Normative relativism. This is where things get trickier. It says that each culture's moral code is equally valid, and we shouldn't judge other cultures based on our own standards. Basically, it's saying, who are we to say what's right and wrong for someone else? This gets challenging when we encounter practices we find deeply wrong. Can we just shrug and say, it's their culture, their rules? That's where things get messy. Challenges of moral relativism. Where do we draw the line? If everything is relative, can anything be truly bad? Does genocide get a free pass because some culture deems it acceptable? Universal values. Don't we all share some basic values like not harming others or respecting basic human rights? Can any culture justify violating those? Progress and change. If everything is relative, how can societies ever progress morally? Can't we learn from each other and strive for better? Not a free pass. It's important to remember that moral relativism isn't a free pass to do whatever you want. Just because something is considered okay in one culture doesn't mean it's automatically right. We still need to think critically and engage in dialogue about what constitutes good and bad. Moral relativism is a complex concept, but understanding it can help us navigate the diverse world around us. It reminds us to be open-minded and respectful of different cultures, but it also challenges us to think critically and advocate for universal values that protect human dignity and well-being. Remember, the world isn't just black and white, but it's not a complete free-for-all either. Moral relativism is just one tool in the toolbox for navigating the fascinating, messy world of right and wrong.